Hey guys, welcome back to Black Clover Mobile, which has just gone into quote-unquote global. It's actually the soft launch on the Canadian server, but once the game goes full global launch, this will just be a server on the global version. So if you do play it now, you won't lose your progress, all that sort of stuff. Now, in today's video, I wanted to talk about rerolling, and I wanted to talk about how to play the game if you want to play the game. Now, rerolling is a lot worse than it was in KR, both in getting to the summons and in trying to delete your account. And I emphasize the word trying because it's pretty well impossible. So I'm going to go through the process that you can choose to reroll. Now, I'm not going to do like the full reroll guide where I go do the walkthrough of, you know, clear this thing, get this. I'm going to tell you the breakpoints, which should be enough. But if we get to full global launch, then I will do an updated like full reroll guide because maybe stuff will change and I don't want to keep updating that. But I wanted to talk about it for those that are playing in the soft launch and those that are curious about how it's changed from KR and JP. So first of all, if you want to play this, there's a couple ways you can do it. First, you can be in Canada, then just download the game to your device and you're pretty much set. If you're not in Canada and you're on Android or an emulator, you can download an APK from APK Combo. I'm sure eventually QApp, TapTap, all the other ones will have it as well. And then basically all you have to do is turn a VPN on while you enter the game and log into it. Once you're in, you can turn the VPN off, but every time you get out of it and have to get back into it, like login page, you will have to have that VPN on set to Canada. Now, if you need a VPN, I'm not sponsored by any of them. I just use one that I got for free when I bought a laptop over here in Australia. I think it's an Australian one. But yeah, like I think I've seen about 60 million people with NordVPN sponsorships, so I'm assuming that'd be all right. You can probably just go through like the top 10 favorite YouTubers that you like, and you just look through their descriptions. You'll probably find a link for one of them to go ahead and download a NordVPN because everyone has it. Just get the free trials or whatever and just keep renewing free trials. That would be my play. Anyway, that's it on how to play with the VPN on. Now, if you are on iPhone, you'll have to have a Canadian Apple account to download it from the Apple Store. And that's pretty much it. Android, just use APK. iPhone, have an Apple account that's Canadian, which is a bit harder to do, I'd say. But I'm not an Apple guy, so I'm just Android. Anyway, moving on from that, that is how to play. Now let's talk about the rerolls. Now, my recommendation, I'm just going to go straight into my recommendation for those who want to reroll. I personally am not going to reroll in this game. I'm normally a big fan of rerolling. I love it. I enjoy it. It's just too tedious and annoying in this game. I'm just going to stick to the free-to-play side and just use what I've got because it's super tedious. So basically what happens is after about 10 minutes, which is where the reroll ended on JP and KR, but after that period of time, you will get a 10 pull, which is like a tutorial 10 pull where everyone will get a Charlotte from it. I haven't seen anyone get more than just a Charlotte from it, but I could be wrong. It's still early days, but you get a Charlotte. Then you'll go to your mail and you will get one more 10 pull. And you're going to pop that 10 pull on whatever banner you want to. I personally went for Red Yami because I like him. But you can reroll for what you want. I didn't keep up with the KR version. I can't tell you exactly who to reroll for. I will do that, update that on global version, anyone watching closer to global. But that's the first. So 10 minutes, you get a 10 pull essentially. You get the free Charlotte and then you get another 10 pull. Now about, I want to say like 30 to 40 minutes after that, you'll clear 1-5. And 1-5 is going to unlock you the events tab. And in this events tab, it's going to have a pre-registration rewards where you can get another 20 summons. Now, my advice would be that is where you stop your run. And if you want to reroll, that is where you reroll. Now, I'll talk about deleting the account and starting over in a minute because that is another confusing thing in itself that is way harder than it was in JP and KR. So basically, like I said, 10 minutes, you get 10. Then another 30 to 40 minutes, you get another 20. And that would be my reset point. Now, if you want to go ahead to the multi-pull, which is like a pull where you get like 20 chances, every pull is guaranteed one SSR character, but you can get other like books SSR books, but only one character. You're never going to get more than one character. It's got a set pool, and you just keep rotating. You save your favorite one every up until the point you're at, and then at the end of the 20, you just go back to that favorite one that you wanted. And that's pretty much it. But that one, I wouldn't stress about that. I feel like the rerolling is in those first 10 to 30 summons, depending on how long you want to play through to get them. But to get that, the multi one is probably another 10 to 20 minutes past the 1-5. You have to go to Sussy Village and defeat Heath to unlock that. So I think the play is either stopping at the first 10 pool, or stopping once you get to 1-5 and clear that and unlock the events tab and get the pre-registration rewards. Now, if you want to delete your account, this is where it gets really frustrating. So over on the KR and JP versions, when you click this delete button, I'm hoping this is a bug. If this is a bug, maybe tomorrow I'll do some rerolls if they fix it. But if you hit the delete button here, over on JP and KR, it just deleted your account, took you to the home screen, and you start over. On this game, however, if you're a guest, it'll say you need to log in. And then if you log in, it basically just takes you to customer support. And I've gone through all these menus and I haven't found a way to actually delete my account. So there is no way to delete it at the moment from what I can see, unfortunately, but that's about all I know. And then with a lot of games, normally what would happen is you just go out, you'd go to settings, you'd go to apps and notifications, you'd go to the game, you go to storage, and you clear storage. It's very rare clear cache works, but normally clear storage would work. And then you'd clear your storage, you jump back into the game. You'd have to re-download the assets to the game once you jump back in. But it normally, a lot of games, it resets your guest account. This game, it doesn't. Deleting the data will make you have to re-download all the resources once you get back in, which is about 1 gig of resources, but you'll be back onto the same guest account. So for those on phones who want to reroll, the only thing I can think of at this stage is to create a bunch of Google accounts, roll an account until you're happy. If you don't like it, you log out and log into a fresh Google account that doesn't have a save file on it, and then you just start fresh on the Google account. And if you're happy to have a ton of Google accounts, you can do that. Now, people in every game that I play always talk about using the spoofing method where you do the email +1 +2 +3. I never recommend that. I've seen games ban accounts with that, so it's just messy. I don't recommend it. So to me, you just get a bunch of Google accounts and then keep swapping through them. The other way to do it is on emulator. You can install the APK and it would look something like this. And then once you've got the APK there, don't open the game, save, just close that instance and then just clone that instance. And then you can, once you've cloned the instance, open that instance and then open the game. You'll have to download the 1 gig of data, but then you can play through on a fresh guest account. If you don't like that one, delete that instance, clone another instance, and away you go. So those are the two ways to reroll at the moment that I can think of. If there's anything else, I will update you guys. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I've got. Like I said, I will update a reroll guide at Global. I'm hoping this delete thing is a bug. I'm hoping it's a bit better. It would have been nice just to do the 10 minutes, get all the pre-reg rewards, and then just reroll. But yeah, unfortunately, it's not until 1-5 that you get the event pre-registration rewards, which does take that 40-ish minutes. So let me know if you're rerolling or if you're just waiting for Global. That's all I got at the moment. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.